reinstate the suspended Chief Justice immediately. Who bondok? Ghana no emu papa dia. Why na man must help 2 minutes there? Mubetima ka kire man ya ono anya ni independence eh. Ono edi the constitution ye adwuma. O follow no the constitution but who order say o reinstate. Ono any citizen. Ono any na tua ne ka anya mo na tua ne ka. Na letter na mo de ba na tentent na Attorney General, that's what my response. Gabi Otedako, or your lawyer. Gabi Otedako, your coach, Edema Commonwealth Legal Network. Honorable Shelley, I Kobochi, as we Commonwealth Secretary General. It's obvious. I feel you will be a free. Now, I would have said, and the internet movie as me one. I said, Kufoka man, Kufoka in a man too. Say, look, the modern day politics, the normal Ghanaian, the phone, we are seeing Nekutano. So, the moment you start, they can search, they will know, they will see it. Now, we know because who born dog? Who born dog? Now, Ghana no any sovereign country ana. Ye near home. As I broke news in 1957, and I come from winning independence ma Ghana. Say it baby na Ghana as a pair on constitution ni muno. Say we a Chief Justice. Na say we behavior bi. Emma usanu say we incompetent. Yet me dina article 1466. Eso e de twema so na so tue no as a amount for petition omo ye Ghana for enye politically motivated na president no mo de man a wato ne boase de amount the council of state for elders for no matter na say no omo hwemu ahu se asem no kure woman na kure ni ya say ne petition ni bi de ama chief of staff na o ye involved no pen answers o de be ma say hu be hia. Say furthermore, yet was so near Cope Pana or Metana case in the dear Samana. Yea. Tanyas also the near journey about case network was any as some of the buy and Nancy the enemy. Now, Ghana Chief Justice Gertrude Araba is Saga Torkornoo. They are suspended. Obia away of Ghana. In fact, according to Musa Dankwa, so Oye Neponu, over 70% of Ghanaians. I so happy say Chief Justice no. They are suspending on purpose in them. Now the MPP for you who did court who na amfa. Gofredami ano a former Attorney General and another go for ado. And a koya mamen lawyer our court abra or filing say no. Why am move us suspending no. Nyan send him. Ye we no wedi for. Or say we call high court. And also now your case na twegu. Or said the case na could do ECOWAS Court. And you could come in now, but say, Mamma, or fighting hard battle. Or could do ECOWAS Court to cry or see a man $10 million $10 million in compensation. And the near the passes who did it pay. Now, young courting go down, sorry, England, any rules, or more bar cancer, let's say a lawyer for our more England and the rules. Plus Commonwealth Lawyers Association. Any statement about the Ghana for. Now, the trouble Ghana for before a month for the pass. Omizu reinstate the suspended Chief Justice immediately. Who bondok? Ghana no emu papa dia. Why na man must help 2 minutes there? Mubetima ka kire man ya ono anya ni independence eh. Ono edi the constitution ye adwuma. O follow no the constitution but who order say o reinstate on one citizen. On one na tua ne ka anya mo na tua ne ka. Na letter na mo de ba na tentent na Attorney General. That's what my response. Now only 2 papers. And Attorney General so mo 2 papers. We good for good, aura for aura. Face to face mungamu amagani amageshia eni hu amagaho. You be say mo lawyers no mo mra na mo nim no mo England ni ways ne Commonwealth ho no. Say your superior e chen Ghana constitution ya be na de omode bae no say ana net here ansema according to ECOWAS Court omuka no e be say Commonwealth Lawyers Association England ana ways omo bar council for no omo let ten ni kura ni na ni omo heading the Bar Council of England and Wales and the Commonwealth Lawyers Association statement on the suspension of the Chief Justice of Ghana. Now, the Bar Council of England ECOWAS and the Commonwealth Lawyers Association expresses serious concern over the suspension from office on the 22nd April 2025 of the Chief Justice of Ghana. Her Ladyship Justice Gertrude Torkornoo, who was appointed the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana on the 12th of June 2023, by former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The existence of an independent and impartial judiciary is one of the cardinal features and bedrock of any country. Governed by the rule of law, and Ghana have for several years displayed a strong commitment to the rule of law. By virtue of its membership of the Commonwealth Ghana, by virtue of its membership of the Commonwealth Ghana, has committed to the shared fundamental values and principles of the judiciary. Any review, any measure or action taken by Ghana has committed to the shared fundamental values and principles of the Commonwealth, including, crucially, the maintenance of an independent and impartial judiciary. Any measure or action taken by the executive which is capable of being seen as impacting an independent judiciary is a matter of serious concern. As of 4th July 2025, the Chief Justice has filed a lawsuit at ECOWAS Court of Justice challenging the constitutionality of her suspension. This follows earlier domestic challenges in which the Chief Justice raised concerns about procedural fairness, judicial independence, and compliance with constitutional safeguards. The Commonwealth Charter is clear in its statement on this issue. Ghana is, of course, a full signatory to that charter. We support an independent, impartial, honest, and competent judiciary, and recognize that an independent, effective, and competent legal system is integral to upholding the rule of law, engendering public confidence, and dispensing justice. The Commonwealth Latimer House principles on the accountability of and the relationship between the three branches of government 2003, which form part of the Commonwealth fundamental values, state the disciplinary procedure which might lead to the removal of a judicial officer and should include appropriate safeguard to ensure fairness. That is to say, the right to be fully informed of the charges against them, to be represented at any hearing, to make a full defense, and to be judged by an independent and impartial tribunal. We reiterate the serious concerns expressed in the joint statement of the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, the Commonwealth Magistrates and Judges Association, and Ghana Bar Association, and we record Ghana Bar Association for Moody can see every stating immediately. John Dramani Mahama in the NDC by Anzimu, I say, Omudo Montuma, Akobo Commonwealth, and UK, England, and Wales lawyers, and tomorrow. For whatever reason, at once said the decision to continue to suspend the Chief Justice, which prima facie is in clear breach of Ghana's executive constitutional duties and the principles underpinning them, which require the judges should be subject to suspension or removal only for reasons of incapacity or stated misbehavior that clearly renders them unfit to discharge their duties. B. We respectfully remind and refer to the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana at Article 146, which states the same Article 146. The same Article 146 and a justice of the Superior Court or a chairman of a regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence or on grounds of inability to perform their function of his office arising from infirmity or body or mind. Now, some point B ratio so The same point to be no one Chief Minister of Justice and Attorney General Dominic Akwitingi Ayini if I so respond you. We are some theatre now ono o abutre enka ye okuja to black kwa ko bega say Kwame Nkrumah Ghana na bega say hunu akire. See, or say the decision of the investigating committee or authority to permit petitioners to use witness instead of attending themselves to answer questions on their petition against the Chief Justice. That does not follow the rules and norms of due process. And D, the decision to deny the Chief Justice legal representative the respect required when attending the hearing of the investigating committee, contrary to the Latima House principles, which underline the duty to ensure fair and just process. And E, the delay in the disciplinary measure, which should have been resolved in a timely manner in pursuance of the importance of upholding the rule of law, natural justice, and the Constitution of Ghana. With pressing concern, we therefore call upon the President of Ghana and the executive government of Ghana to Hana Amanfo Aduano. Omo 3 demands. First one, immediately and without delay. In 10 terms, so immediately and without delay, reinstate the Chief Justice of Ghana to her office, consistent with both the hitherto strong attachment to the rule of law demonstrated by Ghana and also the constitutional duties incumbent upon them, and afford the Chief Justice due and fair process in the investigation, determination of the disciplinary matter brought against her, including but not limited to full and transparent access to that process by her legal representative. Wait, Anna Attorney General who let her know say oleme oleme mo words in England ho mutimi ka sa asem mu benifo Commonwealth for no ye dwane mo keke na me kwa me ni ntia Ghana ye da so dwane Commonwealth ankrofo be colonize mo wie omo jam hokọ mo da so so mo sa ye den enkai mo nka mo wanka sanse muni o metwere de abreye na press release in 10 times were the Honorable Attorney General response to the joint statement by the Bar Council of England and Wales and the Commonwealth Lawyers Association on the suspension of the Chief Justice of the Republic of Ghana. And I refer to the Omutre training okay. Number 1, the government of Ghana acknowledges the joint statement expressed concern for judicial independence and commitment to constitutional governance within the Commonwealth. It is, however, a matter of serious concern that they UK friends in England, Wales, plus Commonwealth for no or abbreviation, and the share Hokama, and issued the joint statement without first acquainting themselves, even in a very basic way, with a relevant constitutional provision and the material facts of the matter. Just an equal say as a man promo no matchere. 2, the suspension of her leadership. Justice Torkornoo, Chief Justice, strictly adheres to the provision of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana. The one, you could have told black wakatre, a friend saying U.S. Senator and the paper no, or party say, Massa, here the Ghana, a constitution a year, my Yamu, who Commonwealth constitution a year, and England, and your rules. Very good. Nice point there. But we are no particular Article 146, the same 146. Go to the same 146 and the Chief Justice. A friend say, Attorney General, as well quoting, also which prescribes the procedure and the grounds for the removal of the Chief Justice and the removal of other justices of the Superior Court from office. This process is clear, comprehensive, and has been faithfully followed, as set out in the steps described below. A. The procedure under Article 146 was triggered by 3 separate petitions filed by citizens of Ghana, alleging stated misbehavior and incompetence. And according to the Commonwealth Lawyers Association, the Wales and the England Bar Council, almost over here Article 146, no misbehavior, no incompetence. But according to Attorney General, there was. On the part of her ladyship, Justice Torkornoo, 18 a month for petition in Ghana. No. B. Following the receipt of the petition, the President, acting under Article 1466 and in accordance with the decided cases of the Supreme Court of Ghana, referred the petition to the Council of State for their advice on whether any of the petition discloses a prima facie against her ladyship, Justice Torkornoo. The Council of State is a body of eminent persons chaired by a former Speaker of Ghana Parliament. Membership of the Council of State includes a retired Chief Justice, a retired Inspector General of Police, a retired Chief of Defense Staff of the Ghana Armed Forces, a former Attorney General, retired Justice of the Supreme Court, eminent traditional leaders, and elected representative of each of Ghana additional administrative regions. C. Copies of the petition were sent to the Chief Justice for a preliminary response, and upon receipt, the President forwarded copies to the Council of State. After considering the responses, the Council of State found that each of the three petitions established a prima facie case against a ladyship, Justice Torkornoo. B. Once a prima facie was established, the President, in consultation with the Council of State, constituted a committee to inquire into the matter as mandated by Article 146. The same article, Commonwealth for the Court. The committee comprised 2 justices of the Supreme Court, one of whom serves under the chairperson, and 3 under members who are not lawyers, members of Parliament, or members of the Council of State. After establishing the inquiry committee, the President, acting in accordance with further advice from the Council of State as provided for Article 146(10)(a) of the Constitution, suspended Her Ladyship, Justice Torkornoo, from the office of the Chief Justice, pending the outcome of the inquiry. The government notes that the joint statement relies on the Commonwealth Latima House principles. Ghana's constitutional framework is not only independence and procedural fairness. The process under Article 146 of the Constitution ensures that the President does not act unilaterally, but only upon the advice and findings of constitutionally mandated actors and independent investigative bodies. The President does not participate in the inquiry, and by Article 146(9) is bound by the findings of the inquiry committee. Regarding concerns about representation and participation in the procedure, the Attorney General is confident that the inquiry committee, established under Article 146 and chaired by the Chief Justice Peer, a Supreme Court Justice, is acting within the bounds of the law. We also believe that the Chief Justice, like any other Superior Court Justice, subject to such proceedings, receive all the protections available under Ghanaian law, and your Commonwealth law, including the right to legal representation of choice and the right to fully respond to the allegation. Now, we are no trying to cry. Man, yes, I'm a Ghana for Bomunsam Sam Attorney General. As to suggestion of delay or procedure impropriety, it is important to emphasize that the committee is wholly independent of the executive arm of government and conduct its work in accordance with its own procedure rules, consistent with the constitutional principle of legality, fairness, and reasonableness. By the provision of Article 146, all proceedings related to the removal of Superior Court Justice are held in camera, and the President, like all other citizens, is not privy to them. Of the suspended Chief Justice PS, one serving as chairperson would deprive her of the safeguards of due process, particularly when it is public knowledge that legal counsel comprising distinguished legal academics and practitioners. Now, the Attorney General, I can't say Commonwealth food and say, Mamma, aside where in Nano, must ye delay, a one delay, or the court back who were coming, who were coming, sir. And the court na a say holding case no on. Now, you can't court, 73 court. In the as it stands now, Ghana, facing bio our ECOWAS Court. In the year no most delay no favor. 2 Ghana a constitution 1992 constitution according to Attorney General yeri adwuma. 3 Article 146 says of our constitution ekasafa how are able so ye Chief Justice. And that same the 3 people who petition the president use misbehavior, any incompetence, and a charges at the bar. And as it stands now, that's the only thing committee na ya form inquiry committee na ya form no. Omugina so e the case e dem no. Now when na me buza na Commonwealth for you omufren. Omo ye wan na mu. Omunya sa avem na omo tresa letter. Then I realize there's some Ghanaians be omo wo. Honorable Shelley Ayoko Botwe, Commonwealth Secretary General elect MPP ni Mapa. And you know President Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo ne wafa say Gabi Otredako appointed co-chair of Commonwealth Legal Network. MPP said ya JB Dankwa fa so ton kwa me nkroma ma na ye pe kwa me kuma kunu ade ye tu na kunyesu mo say ye bio ade na motesa asemi Ghana ya na eka no mo ba ya mo EC chair maami ya na lidi ye Torkornoo na lidi affair no owie ye ba Charles say buza asem petition mu de mo ma na hwe bi wa fa ma no wenya NDC for at that time when the point Charles say omanka say enu nti omu ye dede oman sori ankon court aden na mo de court Supreme Court yabu atu agu High Court yabu atu agu and then mo de adra Africa ECOWAS Court yen kan wie ye mo say dia kwa kodu Commonwealth fu anim na nu ye see ya how akum sinji blows ba akum yenu mensai na parliament ye kan ye budget na ma work out na ma ko broni ho e de letter come say yabo mo parliamentarian enti Ghana no yemfa nkoma na is that person na mo de letter ni man at that time mo petition ni man and say na mo de akọ flat staff house no na also ten president of Ghana na baby ba mo ye na nu ye the same way iyoko cha say o chichi chama wuntumi ni ye no pam na ma so na mo de letter asa ko mo broni fufuro ayo so look enti mo nya we today bia mo be ma brofi akoso asere ye say Musu adi kasemi ko du komo mo de koye den. Mo de koye den. And obieni say obvious. With the name Amiboche Gabi Otredako or your lawyer. Gabi Otredako ye co-chair at the Commonwealth Legal Network. Honorable Shelley Ayoko as we Commonwealth Secretary General. It's obvious. I feel you will be a free man. Na ya bude fi say na internet mu wiase ne wono ase kufo kan mante na mante o say look the modern day politics the normal Ghanaian ne phone no wiase na kuta no so the moment you start they can search they will know they will see it until later tintin bebre amotire na me ka say mu me ka say ya anya there will be some strict punishment me am de ba Ghana for but the brofo ni na ne reinstate me immediately. I don't know. And they said, Ghana Bar Association can be chirewa. Say no, the MPP can be chire your mama wa. Amfa. Nkebefa nkefa last year. Amfa. And the Commonwealth for the same bro funi bia na mo chire no. Nti e wo se mkura na mo na mo chire ma de. Me so say we in England for kura lawyers mu ne mu bi. Na go na dey na form kura. E form ben. England new rules. Omo lawyers. Ghana sem efa ho ben Commonwealth for na ye kan bi nfa so ben pa na ye nya fi Commonwealth no so enfa so ben na ye nya fi Commonwealth for no so mi kwa mi hu de nte ye ntwen hu firi mu a omanya voice ebe kasa kire ye enti we amuko kire bebrebe ba yi say if she's indeed innocent woman go through procedure anyway when she's done she'll be vindicated. At the end of the day, say finance new year, they say in camera. Means say recorded the tour. Njeri dey see bia no if so be ntin was no prefer them better particulars it can be provided. At the end of the day omudi asem wia asem ni pomosi brebe bi ko gina ye be hu. We in Ghana ye. Ye nko be bia. This omo mefiri mu aka omo maka. Na mo da so te nkwa mu besu sa ada no. Ye te won kwa na ye be hu. Nti ne kura. Nti say Commonwealth no mebo ya na. England who was the followers no mebo ya na. Ye see the na edipijeti no. England Commonwealth for no ombrezika. Tama na ye tofuo 16 Ghana and 17 Ghana no. Commonwealth for England the newest lawyers no. Ombrezika. Tama ye nya a whole constituency. Omo representative for parliament no. But Commonwealth for no. Omo twelete bi ba. Abra Ghana focus ye mpe e-levy. Ni edu parliament. Na fast track pa mu da do court na ma me what was na ababonte no. Hey. Commonwealth for twelete by. At the very time not the speaker of parliament Aban Osman Bagwen exercise president and AC pen under my quick say we MP now absent 3 times you be you for parliament or yeah the same thing afenyo markets murani to court Emma Hona ye 3 case ni ban nim kan asem tentem free ho na 11 case de na besi ne yen kan no I don't know Commonwealth for omo hwe letter by omo hu eno no mo hu antu letter mo hu omo hu say at the time as Chief Justice kro ye yes ya passing our parliament amana ya bill e me ya law mpo ye afen ya di bill me kwa koma president so on sign now Richard the last guy our city TV na FM our lawyers say e dey court Supreme Court no ope because one na maame no no dey abre no na temtem na yatena so aka asem no na ade na emeye law how do you fight it what dey o say who ye judiciary yentimi interfere wo dey meanwhile you interfere to the extent say parliamentary proceedings are so who interfere this is how powerful we made you to be knowing very well say Wadjuma as a Chief Justice no e wo and ebedu there Wadjuma anybody say the Senate fata when you are standing on the podium say the law is the law now guys the law oh young one ebe kan kakra be kan afi akan we are modu Commonwealth England was they say buo mo sa ho yan fa boga nya so say o yan fa ho ba ko say na yetia no edu say ye bra yan kwa na ye bre so mo the aid bi ba mo mpelifo na mo ti won political for mo na mo die we don't get it and we don't even see any benefit of mo the bre ye so they can go to hell with letter and I love the response attorney general de mo temtem so one train ama 1 hour kura so as na what one na planning so obenya salete dibi e ba ya na tempa na ogas mo so mo nyemo copy but the copy abre so dem copy amam die train so men letter to letter o mo twem ra ni san twrango twere de Ghana for kura de any problem wo ho how dare you mo ye UK ne mo UK wa mo UK ho no amanfo din se mu no mutimi kan eno kere om mo politicians ni misbehave no are you able to tell them and the UK economy is one of the worst economy in the world high rent prices high taxes omu and the bloggers are moved to free Ghana ko UK what send £1 grow ni bi omu ni na tax wo ja wo man no be kan ye hey mo me ebu e mayo. The ordinary Ghanaians love the fact that the Chief Justice have been suspended, and subsequently we want her to leave the position. Me a penny power for someone who uphold the rule of law. Na mami yeni so I test yeni eni case e beti mabuba why offend the Ghanaians. Let me can we when the SY administration was making us suffer, she was part of them. Every single decision that went to the MPP asem na court bia no unanimous on te se ba kumpo pen discretion I think it even na nkanta for kra mienu ebetima make the same decision every day every time intafo Now, five different men and women. That's not one table. Not every single dish be unanimous. Every single dish be unanimous. And you think you are doing all this new. And then the same Chief Justice who believe the law is the law does not trust on one colleagues. And in the case, I could do ECOWAS Court. And I put the Commonwealth for Mekabi Mount. Ghana bar for can fee. Ghana bar now, I know, Ubenya Fufu, Ubenya beer, Ubetima Boloka, and no cry auntie. Ghana bar na yo fufu no, yante. Nenya UK bar. Maza, you need time crazy. Ghana Hanam no, Ghana bar for now. Modi mo joining no. Mo edu se mo kwoto aba. Agree say ye reinstate the Chief Justice immediately no. Over 800 people under Ghana bar. Less than 50 and a vote. How then does that become the fair representative of the whole Ghana bar? Now the way no momo could do UK, I got support. Now my you say that's 1982, where we still fear the whites. How do you say that's 1982? Whatever any common man in the white man land, Ebekabiano, Shiva. No. Our president, on it, the prime minister, our England, UK, and the bit made come on the PSU. Not some lawyers somewhere. Money lawyers in the bit my face. You won is our Saturday time, you come. That was the Dako, where the measure of the movie. Honorable Shelley. Ayokoboche we ye dey woni mu bi but mon kan kire o mo say we so ansa amfa timofa ni wamra we so amfa the chief justice Gertrude Torkornoo go through the process no obekwa akowie obekwa ko say wie pa ebeba and committee the grant me ga so me wie not associate akunya so because the case is so glaring and one admit it no one response to the petition. She admitted that she sent her husband and then the daughter to outside using the state money, which clearly states that she is not allowed to do so. In the end, no, brother Ben, I'm a brother, I can hear. It's simple for us to understand. Why you confused? Now you're confused in the term. Why are you naked truths? Our old border trends. Guy, UK, England for rules plus Commonwealth lawyers. Omakabum. Actually, let it at the Ghana. Say, Yenri reinstated the suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Torkornoo immediately. Now, fortunately enough, you're a bold man as the Attorney General on some more response. Actually, almost say, can you omit my can you make? But next time, I am on to embassy no muntie both sides of the story. And see no matter as related. Now Ghana operate with 1992 constitution. And you Commonwealth lawyers, law, and you operate with Ghana. And again, Matias say that Article 146 go to train, and one is to go to here. You did him amenason. I suspended no. And one also you be there same navy into Omor last no pay bintina. Omor can say the Omanya a friend say EPA match now. Omoye dan case ni be there ko wi. Yen sitting in net. And I hear sitting or china. Now, you say MPP for be a Commonwealth for no. I Honorable Shelley Ayokoboche Okaho, a General Secretary elect. The former, the number say de facto Prime Minister, Gabi Otredako, or your coach, or Muliga cancer no so, or so hobby, to be maybe a semi free. For comments, at to comment session, I say, Ghana yet the way. Letters upon letters. Which are you trying back? Subscribe, like it, let's say Unia as soon as you Edino that's about Maxi billion. Naked truth on Oboga Trends. Macro. Bye bye.